Hello everybody and welcome to what I'm calling the Game Dev Diaries weekly roundup, where I just blast through all the progress that I've made in the past week or so to keep you guys up to date, to get all of your feedback, because I really appreciate the feedback. Let's get straight into it. So as you can see here, I've got this pretty cool nighttime scene. So if you didn't know, there's a full day and night cycle in the game. And relating to nighttime, something that I've added this week is campfires. So I have a little campfire here. When I hover over it, a little outline appears. That's going to be the case for most sort of selectable items. Like you can see this guy here has an outline pop over him. So if I click on the campfire, a little UI pops up. So I have a plus and a minus sign to add wood and take away wood. So I can fill it up. I hit light and it turns on the campfire. It's pretty straightforward. It works pretty well and it looks really cool. This also isn't just for decoration. It actually regenerates your health over time. So I have a little health bar down here, which I've also added this week. So if I just quickly run a little shortcut to remove my health, you can see the health actually changed color as it degraded them, going from sort of like a green to a yellow to an orange to a red hue. And the campfire actually slowly regenerates your health over time. So I'm not sure if I'm going to add sort of cooking of items or anything yet. The campfire, I just sort of want to use it as a strategic tool to sort of quickly put one down as a way to regenerate health, or have a fireplace in your house to regenerate health over time, things like that. But it works now. It works really well. It looks cool. And yeah, I'll figure out if I want to add any other functionality a bit later on. But for now, that's campfires. Back to daytime now. So another thing I've added which relates to modifying your health like the campfire does is berries or food. So I have some berry bushes here. If I walk through these berry bushes, it actually decreases my movement speed a little bit as I walk through it. A little sound plays and you can see I pick up some berries. So if I go ahead and pick up all of these berries, you can see now I've got 9 berries in my inventory. So the little number here goes up as well. And if I decrease my health again, if I hit 4, which is a hotkey for that's the consumable slot in the hotbar here, you can see a little sort of health bar animation plays, little sound plays, and I eat some berries. So now I'm back up to full health. You may be thinking that's not full health, that's half health. So how I've worked it with the game is there's a health bar and then there's a food bar. Sort of like Fortnite, I guess you could say, but a little bit different. So if I hit 4 again, it actually adds something to this blue bar, which is my food bar. So the health bar is your health and the blue bar is also health, but you can only go to the blue bar depending on how good the food is. It's sort of hard to explain, but I'm spamming 4 right now and it won't go up anymore, because the berries only apply 15 food. But if I had a health potion or a steak or some sort of better food, then it would apply more of the food bar and it would fill more of that up. So it basically is just a way for different food items of different value and different tier to give you more maximum health. So later on in the game, when you're doing dungeons and fighting enemies that you need more health for, you can go out and get better food items and you can go buy health potions and things so you can actually max out your health a little bit more. I'm not sure if this will degrade over time or anything like that, like normal food does. I definitely don't want this to be like a hardcore survival game or anything, so we'll see how it goes. The next thing I've added is I've also changed the UI a little bit. So I've hit tab quickly. You can see I've added a bit of bloom actually, so I'll turn the bloom off. The inventory is slightly different. I've just changed a bit of a top bar and a bit of the design of some of these things. Also added a few more tooltips for the ores and different resources. I've changed the tooltips as well. And yeah, I think that just looks a lot nicer and a lot cleaner. I still will change it a little bit. I think I don't really like the gradients in these slots, but I will deal with that when it comes. But yeah, the next thing I've added is if I talk to this guy real quick and do his quest, I've actually added sort of little quest dialog boxes, as well as automatically popping up items that are part of quests. So for example, this quest here, he wants me to go to the island and get some wood. And part of that, he actually gives me a free hatchet. So this is pretty much the very first quest you do in the game, to actually first get wood, and then you come back to him and he gives you a build hammer to build your first base, so your first house. So if I equip this hatchet, bam, you can see it pops up in my hand and it's equipped in my toolbar here. And I'll accept his quest and I need to go get some wood because I only have 10. So if I go to this conveniently placed log right here and then go back to him, now I've got enough wood for the quest, so I can hit finish quest. And now it says in the top left hand corner here, build a home, go back to the island and build your home before nightfall. And that will disappear after a few seconds. Or if I hit tab, it will pop up again. For some reason it hasn't popped up. Let's get it up again. I think it should work. It's not wanting to work. Something's turning it off. Wait a second. There we go. It's back on. There's obviously some sort of bug right there. But yeah, when you hit tab, then these, it will actually stay up, that tooltip, and you'll be able to read all of your quests. So you'll only be able to do 2 quests at a time, and they will just be displayed here. This is the spawn island. Sorry, well, not the spawn island. This is basically where you live. This is the characters where your main island is, where you build your base and you lop down all these trees and build your home, and you can interact with the environment. It's a pretty big island. This is just one very small section of it. And like you saw just up here, I've added beds. Ignore the bunk bed. I just happen to have a bunk bed model as part of a pack that I'm using. I'm just going to make a proper bed at some point, but for now this will do. And if I click on it, this will be used as the save point for the game, as well as a way to obviously sleep and skip the nighttime. I can't sleep right now because it's in the middle of the day. If I quickly go across to my other screen that you can't see and move the time forward to 6 p.m, you can see that the sleep button has popped up. So now if I hit sleep, it will sort of zoom through the night and into the morning, and then plop, we're back at, I think it goes to around 7 a.m. in the morning. And yeah, it just skips through the whole night. I think it all looks pretty cool, like seeing the whole day and night cycle just quickly change through. I'll probably add in an animation for him hopping into the bed or something like that. But yeah, there's a little campfire here too that I can also use and light that up. Looks pretty cool. And yeah, I'm not sure if the fading will work going back. I guess, okay, that sort of worked. Okay, it hasn't turned on. I've got a gray screen. I've actually worked on a lot more than just that. A lot of the things are just a little bit hard to show you. I've created a save system that isn't fully working yet. Even just a lot with the UI, making the little quip sounds, making the quip sort of notifications pop up around the items. A lot of bug fixing with talking to the villagers and all sorts of quest things and everything, as well as quests unlocking other quests, quests unlocking items, quests unlocking resources, all sorts of things. Yeah, I've just done, and as well as the lighting and the rendering and the sky system and a whole bunch of other things. I've done a lot of bug fixing and just sort of nitty gritty things that I've been meaning to work on for a long time. So yeah, that's this week's work on the game. Yeah, sometimes it's hard to show you guys just how much I've worked on, so hopefully you guys can sort of get the scope of what I've done. In case you didn't know, like I work a lot on this game. I'd say roughly 4 hours a day I work on the game. So pretty much every single day when I get home from work, I just work on it. And yeah, and then, you know, if I'm not spending time with my partner or out with friends or something, I will just have a very late night working on the game. So yeah, look, it takes up a lot of my life, but I absolutely love it. I absolutely love game design, and I would never stop doing it. And yes, I do work full time, and you know, 9 to 5, my hours are taken up working. But saying that though, like yeah, you find ways to make it work. I know there will be a lot of you guys watching, and girls, sorry, that may be studying or working full time, and you want to get into game design or other sort of passion projects. You can find ways to make it work, believe me. I have a lot going on with my life, but I somehow managed to, I somehow managed to make it work. I don't know how, but I do. but yeah, that was my little insight for this week. So I hope you all have an amazing day, everybody. I hope you've enjoyed the video, and as always, please give me some feedback and let me know anything. If you guys like how it's going, if you have any things, any tips, any problems that you see, anything that you want me to improve on or change, let me know. I absolutely love everyone's feedback. A lot of your feedback I've already implemented. I'm sure you guys will know who you are, but a lot of people have mentioned little things in the comment section that I've actually already changed and implemented. So I do read the comments. It means a lot. Thanks always, guys. See ya.